Bearded dragons are one of the most popular lizard species to be kept as pets. They originate in Australia and have the scientific name of Pagona viticeps. While we have kept these reptiles as pets for many years, it is important to remember that they are a wild species, and therefore their lifestyle needs to mimic that of the wild as much as possible. Hey, welcome to TheraPlanet. Here are 7 tips about bearded dragon care guide for beginners. Anyone with a bearded dragon will tell you, caring for them properly is hardly as common sense as it is with a dog or cat. From very specific lighting and temperature requirements, to bizarre behavior, aka glass surfing and head bobbing, and strict dietary needs, it's no wonder so many first-time owners find themselves stressed out with a sick or unhappy new pet. If you are considering getting a bearded dragon, you must make sure you are ready to make a long-term commitment, as these lizards can live for 10 to 15 years. Bearded dragon care is quite particular, and they have many special needs, including specific living conditions and dietary requirements. Why do bearded dragons make good pets? Compared to other reptiles like snakes, chameleons, and turtles, bearded dragons are remarkably hardy and easy to care for. This makes them great pets, especially for kids. As long as they're hot, clean, fed a couple of times a day, and have enough space to move around in, they last a long time and present few complications. Watch carefully tips for bearded dragon care to ensure you keep your lizard happy and healthy. But wait, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon, so you're notified every time we upload new video. Okay, let's continue. 1. Set up your bearded dragon habitat. Once your bearded dragon is fully grown, you'll want a vivarium of at least 40 gallons, 151 liters, in volume, that's 36 inches or 91 centimeters long, with a screened lid for them to live in. If space permits, considering a 48 inches x 24 inches, 122 x 61 centimeters, habitat would help your bearded dragon have enough room to run and exercise without needing to let him or her run around the house on occasion. Your bearded dragon is from a hot and dry environment, so you'll also need a heating source for their home. Bearded dragons typically prefer the solitary life. 2. Feed your bearded dragon a varied diet. To provide the best bearded dragon care, ensuring they get a varied diet of the right foods and water is imperative to their health and happiness. These reptiles are omnivores, meaning they're content with a diet of insects and vegetables. Make sure to clean the water and food bowl regularly. For juveniles, 50% insects such as crickets, dubia roaches, hornworms, superworms, and 50% plant matter, dark, leafy greens, squash, carrots, etc. For adults, dragon 90% plant matter, 10% other. Bearded dragons like leafy greens such as kale, and colorful vegetables such as peppers and carrots can make a salad more appealing to your beardies. Grating vegetables can provide different textures for them too. Avoid acidic foods such as onions, as these can cause stomach upset, and always include a big bowl of water in their vivarium. Both food and water should be kept on the cool side of the tank. 3. Make sure your bearded dragon gets enough vitamins. While your bearded dragon should get most of the vitamins and minerals they need from their food, you can also sprinkle vitamin powders on their food to supplement their diet. Supplements for juveniles: calcium with vitamin D3, 4 to 5 times a week, multivitamin, 1 time a week, For adults, calcium with vitamin D3, 2 times a week, multivitamin, 2 times a month. 4. Light and heat. To be healthy and happy, bearded dragons need a lot of heat and full-spectrum light, just as they'd get in their native Australia. A diurnal lizard, they are awake and active during the daytime. They should get 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness. UVA, long-wave ultraviolet A, or visible light, generates heat and sets the day-night cycle. It also stimulates beardies' appetite, helps them digest food, and levels their mood. UVB, short-wave ultraviolet B, is an invisible form of radiated energy that provides dragons with vital vitamin D3, which triggers the absorption of calcium from their diet. Without adequate UVB, dragons suffer from weak and brittle bones, as well as lethargy and growth problems. In addition to a UVB bulb, they should also be provided with a 40 to 75 watt infrared bulb to bask in. There should be distinct climates in the tank, a basking side and a cool side. You should keep 2 thermometers, one in the basking area and one in the cool side. They enjoy basking in heat, and this section of your tank should be 95 degrees Fahrenheit until 105 degrees Fahrenheit. The rest of the tank should be about 80 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, but this may reduce at night. Using heating pads underneath the tank will prevent any rocks in the tank from getting too hot. When basking in heat, their ribs will expand to maximize the amount of heat they absorb, and this gives them a flat appearance. A bearded dragon opening its mouth and smiling excessively may indicate that the tank is too hot. Switching off the lamps at night will help your beardies understand the cycle of day and night. However, in their natural habitat, they would normally remain warm at night. 5. Cohabitation. Don't overcrowd your bearded dragon. Beardies are solitary creatures, so it's not recommended that you keep 2 bearded dragons in the same environment. The rule is, 1 habitat, 1 dragon. This is why it's important to provide them with a large tank from a young age, and be sure to remove accessories as and when they grow so they have enough room to move around. 6. Bearded dragon behavior. While in the wild in their natural habitat, this species of lizard tends to be aggressive towards one another. If several live in the same area, they will create a social structure with one dominant reptile. They may fight, chase, or even ride each other. The dominant lizard will be the most social one of the groups and will often challenge others. Bearded dragons will challenge each other for food. They do this by bobbing their heads and turning their legs in circles, a pattern called circumduction. They will also stare at each other with intense gazes. When they feel threatened either by a dominant dragon or by a predator, its beard will extend to make them appear threatening and much bigger. In captivity, beardies may show a similar behavior if housed with other dragons. Although they are very friendly with humans, it is best not to house these reptiles together, as they will form a social hierarchy and potentially become aggressive. 7. Handling. When preparing to pick up your reptile, don't stare them in the eyes or make any sudden movements, as this can make them feel threatened. It's also best to only take them out of the vivarium when it's quiet and there are no other pets around, as this may stress them out. You should never pick them up by the tail, as the tail can fall off, but will not regenerate. Always be sure to wash your hands before and after handling your dragon. This helps prevent the spread of most bacteria, such as Salmonella. Beardies are very docile towards people, although they may run away when you try to grab them initially. They tolerate handling very well and may even be content to hang out on your shoulder. If you hold them flat, instead of cradling them, they will feel safer. When you get a new dragon, give them 3 to 4 days to adjust before attempting to handle for short periods of time. Bearded dragon is a great reptile for those who are beginners. They are relatively easy to care for, and their docile temperaments make them easy to handle. They are also beloved for their smiling faces and unique personalities. Bearded dragons are a great pet to have, and while the setup costs can seem expensive, if given the right care, they are generally low-maintenance pets. If you're thinking of getting a bearded dragon, just remember that they still need love and attention, so you will still need to invest a lot of time in your pet to ensure they get the right amount of engagement and mental stimulation from you. Choose one that you want to bring home, and make it part of your family. Before you leave, stop by the link in description below for more details about bearded dragon care. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button, share, subscribe to this channel, and check out another videos on TheraPlanet. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.